Okay, hi guys. Now we need to cut the stapler. Open the first image, the exploded view. Take a look how many parts are there. For me, I will organize my file to body sides, which is here, body mid, which is the purple one here, cylinder, which is this one, followed by the cutter at the top. How do you add layer or change layer? You can add layers here. You can change the layer name by double clicking, and then you can change the colors from the sides here. Make sure the layer where you are working on is thick, right? So now we open our right view. We will start to cut out. Okay, the length is 82. The height is 56. Click your rectangle, type 82, and then 56. Okay, if your rectangle is off the grid, you can realign it back. Snap to center, and then type 0 for the coordinates. So now it's aligned center to the grids. Okay, let's start with the, let's say we want radius 10 here. Okay, type fillet, make sure it's 10. First curve, second curve. Enter again, first curve, second curve. Okay, the next one, 16 with a gap of 10 here, diameter 25. So I will just take this line, I will draw 10, lock it in place, drag down, draw 16, lock it in place, draw 25, lock it in place, and then just drag out vertically, press enter. So once we have this, make sure you explode every single thing up. We can trim. Okay, make sure it's just single piece, there's no duplicate. If not, you will have problem. Okay, the next one you want to draw is the circle. Click end to end and trim. So once done, make sure, let's say for example, if I click every single thing, I can join them up. It's one curve, one clean curve. Okay, the next one I want to draw is my cylinder. I can use a guide. Okay, cylinder, double click to cylinder. Okay, I can use a guide. Draw 20. And then draw 20 here again. And then move it to the sides. So the diameter is 20. Click on your circle. Snap it to the end. Enter 20 diameter. So now I can delete this. Once I have these two, next will be my body mid, which is this drawing. Okay, so take note, just now the height was 56. The one inside here is 55. 55 here, if you can see. This one is 56. The difference here is 2 mm. So now we can start cutting out. Okay, take the curve again. Copy paste. Move it to body mid. We will use this as a guide. So now if I switch it off, I switch on my body side, I will have my body mid. Double click on the body sides, body mid, since we are working here. Select the whole thing up. If it's too confusing, you can always switch it off. Yeah. Okay, you want to select, explode it up. Okay, so take a look at this first drawing again. It's cutting at the center. So take your line, snap to the mid, and then draw a line down. Okay, what's the length here? It's 5 mm. Right, 5 mm. So we can take this line we can offset 5. If it's too short, what can we do? We can extend. Type extend, select boundary objects, which is this one. Press enter, select the curve to extend. Done. Okay, the next one, what we want to do is we want to create this line here. We can always select the previous line, delete it. We can delete this thing too. We will keep that first. Okay, we take a line and then we draw 46. Lock it. Okay, this one we can leave it. So remember, just now was 56, this is 55, so there's a difference of 1 mm. Snap it to the end, draw 1 mm as a guide, drag down. So if you delete this, you have a guide here which is 1 mm. So if you select the line and draw it down, select the line, draw it down, the rest you can delete. Now you will have 55. You can always double check your dimensions by go to drafting and then double check. So now it's 55. This is 46. Okay, the next one. Remember just now the cutter is 2 mm offset. We can't offset. Let me just show you why. If we offset 2 mm here, again, let me just enter coordinate 2. If we offset, it will look something like that. Yeah. What we can do, which is faster, right? Since the dimensions here states 2 mm, what we can do, we can just copy, paste, then just move it 2 mm down. Once done, we select every single thing up, we trim what we do not want, delete the rest. So now we can join the items. Okay, this is my body meat, but my body meat must be split, because why? I still have my cutter. So now I split it up, select body meat curve, press enter, select cutting objects, press enter. So now I have 2 separate pieces. Remember, for extrusion, you must have a closed curve. This is not a closed curve. So what we want to do is to copy this line first. Okay, then after that you select, you join. So now this is joined already. So now I paste the previous line, I select my open curve cutter, I join. So now I have 2 closed curve. So once I have all this, we can start to build the piece up. Okay, the body side thickness is have a radius of 5, so the thickness is 5 mm. So we just select this, we go to solid, extrude planar curve, straight, type cordonic, type 5 inside. Okay, take note, right now it goes to my right side. If I want to go left side, it will be negative. So I go to solid, fillet edge, type 5. So now I can select my edges. Once done, just press enter. So now I have 5 mm all the way at the sides. Okay. So now my body meat, there's a thickness of 20 mm. So now I select my, go to my body meat, select the curves. So right now I want to go extrude again, solid, extrude planar curve, straight. I want to go this side, so it's minus 20. So now I have this. Select the cutter, change object layer. Okay. So now I can use this this part which I have, and then just mirror it to the other sides. Alright, so my cylinder, if you take note, your cylinder must cut through. So 20 plus 5 plus 5 is 30. So we just select this, we go to solid again, we extrude planar curve straight, enter 30. Okay, if it's not aligned, do not worry. I'm going to teach you another tool. Type align. So I want to align my right here to this end of the body. So I type this, so I click on the right. You see the rhino is trying to register the right, and then snap to the edge. So right now it's not cut through. What we want to do, right? Go back to the standards. Select Boolean different. Select both of these. Enter. My cutting object is this one, but I do not want to delete. So delete input, I click no. Okay, so now it's done. What's left is the cutter thieves. So let's just go to cutter, switch off the rest so it's not confusing. So now I'm going to teach you another new tool. So the diameter is 2 mm. Just click on the cylinder, select the edge, make sure it's 2 mm, and then just draw a direction, click both sides, yes, anywhere. It's just something to extrude out. Okay, the next tool I'm going to share with you is the linear array. Click on the linear array, it will array it, it will duplicate it linearly. Select the object that you want. Okay, count how many cylinders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cylinders here, right? So once you go back to Rhino, you selected the object to array, press enter, make sure you type 11 for the object. So they will prompt you for the first reference point, which is the mid intersection here. Can you see it's trying to duplicate linearly? The next point, snap to the edge. So now you have something like this. So what you want to do next is to Boolean difference. Select this, select the cutter. Now you want to cut it out. Press enter. Delete input right now, yes. Click here, yes, yeah. Select the whole thing up, press enter. So right now if I go back to default, I open my body mid, which is all here. Make sure it's all fine. I open my body, my cylinder. Okay, the curve you can ignore it. Yeah, my body sides, and there you have it. Your tape dispenser is done. So what you want to do next is to save this file, open KeyShot, and try to render. Okay, those of you who want to experiment, you want to explore more things, you can always create your tape. So let's say for example, I create a new layer, I put tape, I go down. Okay, I can always create a tape. Let's say I use a tube, which is so much faster, yeah. I'm just going to cut something out fast. Okay, so now I need to lock it in place. If it's too big, what you can do is to scale one dimension. I just want to scale one dimension, not both dimensions. Select the edge. Select to the center again. This is a little tricky. Select the center. Select the center. Oops. Select center again. Select another center. And then snap it. You can use that as your tape. Alright. It's not necessary, but you can try. So when you render out in KeyShot, there's more things inside. Alright, have fun CADing. Any question you can ask, Take Tiong. remember to save always.